Can you imagine having 4 Britneys on one stage? We don't have speakers capable of handling that. There's no venue. Nah. Welcome back, and thank you for joining me for another reaction video. If you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications, then you'll get alerts when these go live. We're back with Unleash the Archers, and I'm excited because since day one, my very first reaction to this band was a song called Awakening, and I've been getting loads and loads and loads of requests from that day onward to take a look at a song called Northwest Passage. Now, recently found out that is not an original song, it is a cover. I wanted to know why they covered it, where it came from. I did a quick search. It is from a Canadian folk singer named Stan Rogers, and I actually found an interview of Brittney Slayes talking about just that. I think it was on the YouTube channel for Napalm Records. She's explaining the significance of the song to the band, how it's like a big part of when they look back on their touring, and how it's a big part of the country of Canada itself, and it's somewhat considered apparently a secondary national anthem, which I thought was really cool. I purposefully haven't listened to the original. I don't want any ideas in my head of what the song should sound like. I just want to hear what they do musically. I know they're going to do something that's a real treat for us, and I can't wait. I know that no doubt when it's done and I go back and listen to the original, I have a big smile on my face because I know they will have done it justice. And yeah, really can't wait. Unleash the Archers, Northwest Passage. Let's see what you got.
For just one time, I would take the Northwest Passage to find the hand of Franklin reaching for the Beaufort Sea, tracing one warm line through a land so wide and savage, and make a Northwest Passage to the sea.
What a cool start to a song, man. The folk elements could not be more present. I always feel like I'm on a boat in the middle of the ocean. It's got this nice wave. It's got this awesome rhythm and pattern to it. Really simple. No other instrumentation besides the drums coming in with the kick and the snare. I don't know if it started with a cymbal, but the snare's got a nice reverb on it, which is cool. Brittney singing in a lower register for what we're used to, or what we know she's capable of course, and she's singing very gently, but there's enough power behind it to be a lead vocal. Then she's got a layer behind that. She's doing like another layering of that, and then you have this awesome choir effect, and I love that. There's a couple ways to do that, and actually it's not dependent on whether you're a great singer or not. If you get enough people around a mic and you get them to stand a fair distance away and then oversing the song, sort of belt it out, really open your mouth on the vowel sounds and kind of push a lot of air out, the collective cancels out and you're left with this awesome nice melody, this awesome canvas for someone like Brittney to paint her voice on top of. Now, I'm not saying that they weren't great singers, I'm sure they were, but there's a couple ways of doing that is really effective, and I love that they did that right off the bat. It's a beautiful start to the song. You get the melody straight away, and it's made me smile.
Westward from the Davis Strait, 'tis there it was said to lie, the sea route to the Orient for which so many died, seeking gold and glory, leaving weathered, broken bones, and a long forgotten, lonely cairn of stones.
I'm just going back a little bit. I want you to hear something so powerful. Her voice can just carry a song regardless of whether there's other instrumentation behind it or not. What a lovely carrying of that same melody. But the real smart here is actually in the engineering and recording, because when you do that and you add in reverb to a vocal, normally that reverb is almost masked. You'll hear if it's not there, but it's masked because there's so much else going on with the band. But there it's just her vocal, so you can hear she's singing. There's a nice reverb on it. It sounds like it's in a big room, but it's so easy to overdo or underdo that, and that was the perfect balance. At the end of her words, her phrasing at the end of her sentence, you can hear this like ghost residual melody, and it floats and sits just long enough for her to start the next phrasing or the next sentence. And it's a really, really delicate balance, that, and they did a fantastic job with it.
The sea route to the Orient for which so many died, seeking gold and glory, leaving weathered, broken bones, and a long forgotten, lonely cairn of stones.
No, go back so it leads in. Excuse me. Really classy introduction of the distorted guitar. It came in and it followed that melody. Nice ringing out of the chords. It didn't try and overplay or overpower. I haven't heard the original, but I would imagine that it is staying true to carrying that melody at the moment. And it's just a beautiful composition that's been kind of building and building, and they're adding new elements to it. It's nice that how when her vocal was the lead in the verse, and as that transitioned into the chorus, she became part of the collective. Now, you're always going to hear her voice because of how powerful it is, but she definitely felt like it was a group vocal lead versus an individual vocal lead, and I really liked that. It allowed the instrumentation to have a bit more breathing room and stand out there as well, which is pretty cool. I really like that.
To a land so wide and savage, and make a northwest passage to the sea. 3 centuries thereafter, I take passage over land, in the footsteps of brave Kelso, where his sea of flowers began. Watching cities rise before me, then behind me sink again. This tardiest explorer driving hard across the plain. Oh, for just one time, I would take the Northwest Passage.
Hang on a second. I was just settling into this like calm. Oh, what a perfect place to pause. Look how beautiful that is. I was just settling into this calm rhythm, and I was like waiting for it to kind of keep building in just the epicness. I didn't think we're going in for that kind of tempo change. But speaking of, really smart, because if you're a band that's known for going from really slow to really quick and you do it all the time, then you can have those sharp cuts. But this was unexpected. And even though there was a blunt start to it, I really liked the fact that the drummer did a long full lead in, because your mind and your ears start going, oh, hang on, what's happening here? And you start almost prepping for something. And then the introduction of that melody comes in, which I think is the best way they could have done that. Really awesome. And now you're starting to get a lot more of their influence and their taste coming in. Can't wait. We're not even halfway through. I can't wait, man. This is awesome.
Watching cities rise before me, then behind me sink again. This tardiest explorer driving hard across the plain. Oh, for just one time, I would take the Northwest Passage to find the hand of Franklin, reaching for the Beaufort Sea, tracing one warm line through a land so wide and savage, and make a Northwest Passage to the sea.
How cool. I'll go back so it leads in. How cool is that? So they came in really fast, palm muting. Palm muting, again, for anyone who doesn't know, is when you use your palm to muffle the sound of the strings. You'll still get some of the tonal value of it, but you're not letting them ring out. There's not a lot of clarity. So it's that distorted up and down palm muting, really quick to match the speed of the drummer. Very cool. And then they were kind of opening on certain chords and certain notes, but not for very long. And then in the second half, they started bringing in some of the ring out, which is a nod back to when the first time you heard the distorted guitar came in. I think that was really smart, really cool. Drummer's going off, man. This is great. And I'm loving the storytelling. I mean, I know that this is there's a bit of cheek and humor because of the Rick and Morty influence that she spoke about with the multiverse, but they care about storytelling. It's so evident on the fact that they do concept albums, and it's all the hard work that goes into not just the music video, but also the songs. I really appreciate it. Listen to that gallop. Her voice is now going into much more of what we used to. She's definitely higher up in her register. By no means is she near the top. We know what she's capable of, but it's like the song is like a puzzle, and they were adding pieces and then taking one away, and then they were adding 2 or 3 and taking one away, and it was slowly building and becoming more and more full, but it's becoming more and more full of their sound, and I really, really like that. I love what they've done here. Can you imagine having 4 Britneys on one stage? We don't have speakers capable of handling that. There's no venue. Nah. I gotta go back and hear that. I hope I'm not hearing things. First of all, how cool would it be to be able to be in the crowd watching yourself play one time? You'd probably be too judgmental, but it'd be a lot of fun. Love the drummer, man. He just goes off in this. Like his kick work is now just hitting that double bass consistently. So he's changed from that gallop into that really quick, consistent beat. But then it sounded like he halved his snare time. So even though what his feet were doing, the intensity and speed of that stayed the same. He halved what his hands were doing, and it's just such a cool effect. He's got a really smart way of dropping time and picking it up again. It's very cool.
I would take the Northwest Passage to find the hand of Franklin, reaching for the Beaufort Sea, tracing one warm line through a land so wide and savage, and make a Northwest Passage to the sea. Oh, for just one time, I would take the Northwest Passage to find the hand of Franklin, reaching for the Beaufort Sea, tracing one warm line through a land so wide and savage, and make a Northwest Passage to the sea.
Yeah, man, that was just that was awesome. I mean, I have to go and hear the original now. It's just so I can have a comparison or starting points. But I love what they did there. The song was beautiful. The melody was really, really beautiful. It did have kind of an old timely feel to it, which was really cool because it is a cover, so you want that coming through. You want to feel like there's still a lot of essence of the original in there. And yeah, just great how they changed it. They added their own flavor in. Her voice was, as always, powerful, strong, present, but it wasn't trying to show off and be the lead in this. I think it was the song, was trying to be the song. Loved the video. It was kind of fun and cool. I have a feeling that Bad Britney won in the end, which is probably not a good thing. So is that the Britney we have now? Is that who's wandering around? But yeah, it was awesome song, and really, really enjoyed that. Glad that we actually looked at it, and I think that is possibly the first cover we've done on the channel at this point, so that's interesting too. Lots more Unleash the Archers to come. I know there's a lot of the Apex album that we still have to get through. Can't wait for some of the newer stuff to come out as well. So Unleash the Archers are not going anywhere. They're going to be part of this channel for a long time, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Until the next one, please be safe, be nice to each other, and have a damn good day.